Hi, Paul. Hi, Rainey.
Hello.
The light on your face is really nice, Rainey. Kind of artistic looking. With a dark background and side lit face. Looks cool.
Thanks. I'm looking out the window here, watching the thunderstorm blow in off the from the south of town. It looks really different out there today.
Fingers crossed you keep your power.
Exactly.
Hi, Scott. Welcome.
Thank you.
Geshe's at the building and should be here soon. Geshe Gelek is here.
So, in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 35. And we'll start with a 7-limb prayer. Gosum gu pegone cha zelo nye shami tu cherti malubu tomene sadi tuntam che shak kepa gewa nam la je irang Korwa maton bardu le june Drola cherki kolo korwa dan Da shengen an janchu chemporno. Now on page 97 and 98, the short mandala offering and the request to turn the wheel of Dharma. Saji perki shukshin metog tamri rablingshi ni degen padi Sangye Jingdu Mikte Ua Hido Kunam Dak Shing La Cherpa Shok Jetsun Lama Dampakyenam Kichur Kukala Kense Chujinti Chitar Tsampe Duche Zima La Jab Gercherki Charpawab to Sir Idam Guru Ratamadalakam Niryatayami. Now turn to page 98, and Geshe will lead us in the refuge and bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje chedan sanje chanam la chanju ma dage chushe jebe sunam je andala peje sanje duma sanje chedan sanje chanam la chanju ma dane chanju sunam je andala peje sanje duma Sanje chedan soje chonam la chanjo. Dagi chushi jebe sunam je andola beje sanje. Lada ala mime na miyaji omado jaji la so chushi chono jawa jabala. Sanje sunga rada shishi devi jaba deda shishi dambe chushi dende shishi. Namo la yeke dalu dandi sheke tibo dada me yeke dada doa kuye nima jidaba damje ke dada. Chete ando Ange tuze nye sonye tawa damje bambe je dambe chende dende mo kwa tam tena chakse. Good evening. Welcome back to the class. Yeah. Mm. So, Super de manjada chuje. So, Lamala, you remember where we stopped?
I believe at one time you were talking about the 8 worldly concerns. So that would be verse 79.
79, can you say in English?
When compliments are heaped upon my merits, I want others to rejoice in them. When, however, someone else is praised, my happiness is slow and grudging.
I remember we read that. So then, after that,
Since I want the happiness of beings, I wish to be enlightened for their sake. Why then should others irk me when they find some pleasure for themselves?
let's go there. That means like, please bear with me a few minutes. So I need to find Tibetan, we are unorganized. Maybe I didn't mark very well. Oh, here. So small I cannot see my mark. So Lamala, can you please repeat why we stop? One more.
Verse 79, when compliments are heaped upon my merits, I want others to rejoice in them. When, however, someone else is praised, my happiness is slow and grudging.
That. So then after that,
Yes. Verse 80, since I want the happiness of beings, I have wished to be enlightened for their sake. Why then should others irk me when they find some pleasure for themselves?
I think maybe somewhere here. So let me. 대체 다게 뜻은 강 식질 강다 년년마 대다 나는 게 손도 또 나긴 동안 중에는 전나 뜻은 효임이지 나나 생각 was number 80.
Yes, Geshe.
So that, sorry, the Tibetan text has no number. How far we are close to end? Are we close to?
Oh, well, if few more pages.
How many stanzas?
Oh, let's see. Well, he skips stanzas.
Okay.
So the last one he quotes is verse 127.
Uh,
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 more stanzas.
okay, so I'm going to start from here. So now, Teso Dhani is. Teso means praise, etc. So now then praise or compliment and so on and so forth. Teso Dhani Yewanshes. Teni Joang Jibachi, Yunden de la Tado the Puzur Jibachi, Kaldizi. Nganzi Tunga Jikola Samlotang in us. So if we think about the praise, that given by other people, in reality, reality is like kind of like distraction for the mind. Lamula, you check the stanza, okay, so I'll probably start from there. Indeed, there is a Pena, for example, Mishik, Toma, Dujun Choshe, Jinji, Tabachumash, Insibatans. So, for example, like person, the one person in the very beginning might have like few desire, the chung chokshe, that then has contentment, kind of satisfy, and like fewer desire, and kind of satisfy, like very normal monk, who does not have any titles. Isibada could be something like that. Then after that, she's a mutual, Koni Lama Shigrecha, Tabi Teba Chegas. So then after that, people say, oh, that people call all kind of names, Lama, Rinpoche, or then it's kind of like, praise that people call Kongi Ngaja. So then there's a risk that there's always risk. There's just example. So when somebody prays, it may contribute to your pride. You may become prideful. Your pride may increase based on the praise that you're receiving. Chi nambala tonam mangdo chese. So then instead of like focusing internally, so then you may end up focusing on more like external things like how to maybe like become famous, how to receive praise, and things like that. What that indicates, it indicates that inwardly concern is now rising. Inwardly concern are rising now, rising. According to Nagarjuna, Jiden Champa, Nyeda Minyeta, Nyeda Minyeta, Tumichi, Jiden Chujibu, Dagi Yumi, Gonyam Jos. What Nagarjuna said, this inwardly concern is not my, you could say here, it's not my cup of tea. Inwardly concern is not, Dagi Yu is not, inwardly concern is not the object of my desire, so therefore I voluntarily, I say, Dagi Yumi Gonyam Jus, Chuje Gonyam is like praise, criticism. Does not have much impact because you don't think about that inwardly concern. You don't think about praise. You don't take criticism as very seriously, and you don't take praise very seriously. Jiden Chemba, Nyata Minye so. If you receive something, you're okay. If you don't receive something, there's not much negative impact on your mind. So either way, you are fine. So that means you kind of like now control, you kind of overpower eight worldly concern, because eight worldly concern is like, I think the Milarepa said, I'm not 100% sure. Milarepa said, Kowa namdo ki tongjenas. Samsara is like town of stories, projections. Samsara is like, like town of stories, full of like projections, mental projections. Kowa namdo ki tongjenas, jiden cheju je rolang juice. Eight worldly concern is like zombie. So they're roaming in their town. They are roaming around in their town. Lama kowa kada kowa nando ke tojen na jiden chuju ju roman juice. Tuje jizo roma je tena da lama ronyo ju na diru juice. Kowa nando ke tojen na jiden chuju ju roman juice. Tuje like cemetery, graveyard or cemeteries. Milarepa says that samsara is like haunted cemetery, haunted cemeteries. So there's like some rituals that you use for zombie. So Milarepa kind of asking for his lamas, maybe general lamas, that if there's any rituals that kind of eliminate zombie, so you use that rituals on eight worldly zombie. That's like, it's here, it's there, it's everywhere, like if you are not careful, it is like everywhere. It's on the throne, it's on the ground, everywhere. So what are the eight worldly concerns? Receiving something happy, not receiving unhappy, two of them. So then if you're happy, you are happy. If you're not happy, you are not happy. Then, criticism, then like praise. 6. So then maybe like hearing something good, or maybe hearing something bad, or maybe like Namla, you remember in English? Yeah, please say.
Acquiring and not acquiring, worldly thoughts of acquiring and not acquiring, comfort and discomfort, fame and notoriety, praise and blame.
It's like fame. So that, something to think about. These are the eight worldly concerns. Master Nagarjuna said, this is not object of my desire. So, so that's why I control them. I don't embrace them, I just overpower them. So then Milarepa, Kowa Namdo ke tongjenas, jiden chuju rolanjos. Samsara is full of like projection, mental projection, stories. Samsara is like a town of stories, mental projections. In that town, there's like eight worldly like concerns, zombie like eight worldly concerns roaming around. Meaning is here, is beyond the rope, is beyond your shirt, doesn't matter, it's on the throne everywhere. That's why it's called zombie. Today, Jesus don't want it, they're not does. So that's the where the haunted cemetery is. Cemetery is. If there any ritual, therefore eliminate zombie, so the military was requesting the lamas, so do that ritual on this zombie like outwardly concerned. So that because that kind of like cause stress in our life and also disturb our mind. Oh. Before you used to be very simple person, don't need much kind of content and very like down to earth. So then some people call you like Lama or Rinpoche. So then you kind of start believing in that. So then you think that you are something very important. So then your attention, instead of going inside, your attention goes outside. So then that's what happened. Praise kind of distract your spiritual practice. Then that also increase outwardly concerns. Praise is the another conditions you to get distract. Ti nginjungi lo nginjungi lo nyamba chijus. Nginjung lo means thought, the thought. Sometimes they call pure thought. It's called thought of renunciation. Tenjonyaka tsela lombe bas. According to Lama Tsongkhapa Bas, three principal aspects of the path to enlightenment. Tenjonyaka, thinking, meditating on precious human life are so difficult to find, so meaningful, so beneficial, easy to lose. Meditating on that, but then meditating on also impermanent. According to Lamrim teaching, that meditation of impermanence is based on 9 points. That's what's called 9-point death meditations. It's actually the meditation on impermanent. Tenjonyaka tsela lomya, tenjonyaka tsela yila compass, making yourself familiar with idea or like the knowledge about or understanding about precious human life, importance of precious human life. That precious human life is not permanent, is impermanent. The base on death is definite, time of death is uncertainty, what follows after death. These are three root. Then each one has three reasons. So then the three decisions, the last, that's become 9. 9 round death meditations, that become 9. There's a part of the thought of renunciations, contemplating, analyzing, reviewing, thinking deep. First, you will know. So then after you understand, so then after that you realize the three things. First you know, then second you understand, then you realize what it means. It means like that knowledge is getting deeper and deeper. That's what it means. So yila kumbe tsedi nangshen dos, tsedi nangshen tsedi this life. Nang means like how it appears. How it appeared to you, how it appeared to other people, how you have been perceived by other people, how you perceive yourself by yourself. Perceive yourself by yourself. That's how you say. Oh, yeah. How you see. Tsedi nang shen, tsedi this life, nang, everything that you experience. Shen means, this is a strong word. Shen means grasping. Yeah, that how you losing this up, just like grasping on this life so tightly, how you can loosen it up. Oh, meditating on precious human life and impermanent that help you to loosen that grip. You're losing up that grip, so holding so tightly on this life. Focus shift. Before 100% for this life, now not 100%, maybe 50-50. 50 maybe thinking about life after this, not just 100%. No? Then eventually it will shift. So then more attention goes after life than this life. No, then that is the pure thought of renunciation. That's how you describe Tanzania. Lende me lose. Then now, after that, once you have some kind of meditative experience, you could call that like realizations. Meditative experience, when you meditate, it really means something. It has some substance than just mere word. Understand? Mhm. So then after that, you think about the causality, natural law of causality, karma, lende milu. Karma is infallible. So, lende milu, korwe dunga. So see, grasping so tightly on this life creates, like complications. Then grasping so tightly on next life also create complications. Lende milus, karma is infallible. Knowing, understanding, realizing causalities. Kowe dunga, samsaric problems, complications, samsaric problems. We may think it caused by government or state government, federal government or politician that we like to blame for somebody else. Kowe dunga, what is the samsaric problems? Nearby members. There's 5 of them. 5 of them. Nearby members. Uncertainty. That's a part of samsaric problems. Number member. Dissatisfactions. Another samsaric problem. Losing this body again and again. Samsaric complications. Taking rebirth again and again. Samsaric problems. Or sometimes becomes so like successful, then goes down. And anything that goes up then goes down. Tome, to, high, down, low. Based on name, education, title, or business, all kind of things. These are the 5. If you wonder, like, what in Lama Tsongkhapa about 3 principal extra part enlightenment mention suffering or problem of the samsara. So these are the one. These 5 are the one. Samsaric problems. Thinking about karma, thinking about that, so then kind of like again your focus shifted from this life to next life to now. Moksha, liberations. Now your aim is for liberations. Your attention goes to liberations. That is the solution. That is the solutions. So, without thinking about those complications or problems, not knowing that these are problems, not understanding these are problems, not realizing these are problems. So then, that's why it's called like cyclic existence. It goes round and round, round and round, never ends. So now your focus shifted because you gain some kind of meditative experience through review meditation, analytical meditation, focus meditations. You gain some meditative experience. So without thinking about those downside of, like holding so tightly on this life, holding tightly on next life, these are all not really helping. So you need to understand. So once you understand that, then if you don't understand this, this like complication of problems, you will probably you will never think to seek liberations. There's no reason. Everything seems good. Everything seems okay. Why you seek liberations? Same like prisoners, the desperate try to get out of the prison because knowing the condition is horrible, so they just want to get out of the prison, so they work very hard to get out of the prison, whatever it takes. So now here, you're trying to get out of the samsara, whatever it takes, because you understood samsara, so this life, next life, that you are not free from problems. So therefore, Shakyamuni Buddha, first teaching that Shakyamuni Buddha taught in Saranath, Four Noble Truth. That's the reason why the truth of suffering need to be understand, realized. Without that, then you will never ever wonder why is cause. It's the cause, the second noble truth. So then you realize that the cause of that is not your neighbors, it's not government, it's not politicians, it's something else, something much deeper. So then you find the cause. Then you wonder, is there any way to get out of this? So then you look for the method, the path that lead to where? Cessations, which is liberation. So these are the Four Noble Truths. So there's, that's how the teaching has been laid out precisely, step by step, to you to be liberated from samsara for good. So this praise kind of like deteriorate your thought of renunciation. So that you are no longer has your interest is shifted. Does not mean you don't enjoy it. Please don't misunderstand. Does not mean you have to go somewhere else. No. You could go somewhere else. Still, you are very much part of the samsara. It's like achieving liberation is not going somewhere else. It's the mental quality. Teta kombe kowe punzo las. Samsaric goodness, that's called kowe punzo. Samsaric goodness. Samsaric goodness. Ime kije tsame magicians. Nize kondo taba tunyolo junate zengi juche walas. You wonder how I know once I actualize renunciation, how I know. Lama Tsongkhapa states very clearly. Day and night, not just once a blue moon, day and night. If you have this kind of strong desire to overcome from samsara, so then when that become like day and night, so then maybe you achieve, you probably actualize renunciations. That's very not easy to achieve, but it's possible. What is it? Email. You have the three principal extra path enlightenment, that part. So I don't know how to translate the word email. I'm getting old. My English is getting old. My English is like email. Renunciation, yeah.
Of the three principles. Without pure renunciation, there is no means to pacify the yearnings for the joys and fruits of samsaric ocean, and as craving for existence chain us thoroughly, at first search for a true renunciation.
There's two words being used, yearning or like yearning or
Yearning for the joys and fruits of samsaric ocean.
yearning. Please make sentence, how you make sentence normally. I'm yearning for yogurt, that you say, huh? Yes. Oh. Craving, same thing. Yearning, craving, same thing. Why there's two words then? Why there's two words? So they may be too complicated. Kowe punzo means samsara goodness. It means like so it doesn't mean that you don't enjoy. Probably you enjoy more if you don't crave. What do you say? Maybe you enjoy more if you don't crave. Crave? Huh? Craving is like you feel like you have to have. No, there's no guarantee. You could say I have to have that, but there's no guarantee. So many things could go wrong. Maybe that's like so now here the teenager when they talk now they say whatever they say whatever. people now say like whatever. So what that means? They don't mind. What is negative or positive? When they say whatever, huh?
It can be either. It can, if it's negative, it's like you're not getting your way and you say, whatever.
Oh.
Or it could say, or there's lots of options and you don't really mind and you say, oh, whatever.
Oh,
So
that's
it
how
can
you
be
say
either.
it.
How you say.
Oh yeah. You don't crave even seconds or moments. You don't crave. Does that mean you don't enjoy? No, you still enjoy. Probably you enjoy more. You enjoy more. So just please think about that. Enjoying something without craving, maybe you enjoy more. Yeah. Any donation from the online, my friends?
You might enjoy it more because you're not worried about it being taken away, or
you won't be let down because your expectations won't be so high. So you
enjoying without craving, enjoying with craving, which one's better? My friend online, Zoom, enjoying with craving, enjoying without craving.
Without. Enjoy without.
Enjoying without craving is better.
Yes.
Another question is that possible? Is that possible? Did
Yes.
you ever enjoying something without craving?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that is possible. Oh, of course that you actualize samsara means you're going to change your body. You have the same body. You still like to take hot shower. Yeah, you enjoy it, but you don't really craving for that when you go to thinking, oh, maybe I'll go to Nepal, maybe hike from all the way to the Everest base camp. Yeah, so now craving for hot shower cause you so much problems. There is no hot shower there. So what do you do? So then if you don't mind, that means you are not craving. If there's hot shower, so then you enjoy, but you are not craving. You ask somebody, oh, the next hotel, do they have like hot shower? That's yes, yes, yes. When you go there, there's not hot shower. Is there a hill? Oh no, there's no hill. Turns out there's not just hill, there's a steep hill to climb. Maybe they're used to it, or so used to going up and down. For them, was not hill. So that's something to think about. Koyo punzola imekiji some musicians. Koyo punzola imekiji some musicians. Become flexible, not uptight. You don't have to have. If you have, you enjoy greatly. If you don't have, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, like that. So then after that, thinking about precious human life, impermanent, the grip that's holding so tight on this life kind of loosen up. Attention's now divided for 50-50, 50 this life, 50 maybe thinking about life after this. So then slowly, probably 100%, but using this life, very much using this life to benefit life after that, or taking care of life after that. So then the focus shifted there. So then from there, then thinking about karma, general samsaric complication, problems. So then focus again shifted. So now you could say become more greedy. So now you are looking at liberations. You are seeking liberations, like you are now aiming for everlasting happiness, everlasting peace, not just temporary peace, no longer interest. You are now aiming like complete freedom from all the problems. So that's called the renunciation, or sometimes called pure thought. So that's his only thing. So that praise kind of like weakens your thought of renunciation. So something to think about. Okay. Teaching likewise, Tomang Nganzo. Kaya maybe because before, like, you don't have anything. Once you have nothing, mission or even the thought of competing with someone does not occur because you have nothing to compete. Even the thought of competing with someone else, that thought will never occur because you have almost nothing. Decision is like competition with nothing. In ayans, but chizu taba chumati gola tachung zam chene kenda jinda jujis. Kenda jinda kong ungshu chenshi du jurva nas. So that ordinary example could be anybody, it doesn't have to be monk. The monk is like ordinary monk is using as an example, could be anything, could be anybody. So chuma de gol tachung zam chene sa kenda jinda juji tachung zam. You are reading the same? Oh, correct. Okay, the root text is like so dani watches praise kind of distract me. Tini choba jibaja, that also like kind of like deteriorate renunciation. 98? Yeah. Okay, oh yeah. Thank you, Liz. The But I was just wondering this commentary here, like, what is it? Like, in our birth, later on, then the ordinary monks have some hair, or what is this? Commentary.
Let's see. At first, when we have little, we do not have much reason for a sense of competition with others. But later, when the humble monk starts to grow some hair, he becomes conceited, and as he becomes more influential, he vies with others for important positions. This is after verse 98.
So that's like the grow some hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's interesting. That's his only word. It's not my word. Chizu chaba chuma tingol ta chungzam chena kenda chinto jushin sa. Yeah, because hair, I say people do become attached to hair. So that's the very reason. So like to save time. So that's why monks they shave their head. So there's the hair. There's no hair, so nothing to worry about. There's nothing to take care. There's no hair. So maybe that monks, humble monks, grow little hair. So yeah, maybe like I'm not sure. Like if you have hair, you become a little bit pride. Not sure. Never had hair, so cannot say. Yeah, when that humble monk become powerful, like have some powers. Yeah, so then the competition, the sense of competition rise because now there's something to be compete. So yeah, we generally speaking, not each and every one of us generally speaking, that I think like the master on the children, or maybe Master Dik Naga or like Dharma Kidi, I'm not sure one of them. Cheo Paje, Pala Chaje, Sherab Samepana, Leshenams, Tendo Mini, Konamaze, Tado Timadang, Dawaya. So, Leshenams. Many people, many people they become attached to like mundane things. That's what it says. Jehovah, shut up, tell mess. Not have, not like wise, and also not much wisdom. Tendo mini. Jehovah, shut up, leshenam, leshenams. So those people they are not interested to study, learn, or meditate. Not just that, so they have zero interest. Learning, reading, meditating, they have no interest at all. Not just that, so then like life is very much influenced by jealousy. So so then like instead of like rejoicing somebody else's qualities, knowledge, educations, we get jealous. And the end, so doing that, getting jealous about somebody else's qualities, knowledge, educations, it doesn't do good for you. It doesn't do good for you. In the end, it doesn't do good for you. Not just that, it also like kind of like has decreased your qualities. Shinji rani la tebate, tengoma lebu mihiza. In reality, somebody praising you is not, ultimately, it's not that great. It's not that great. It doesn't like help you to grow. It kind of helps, it's kind of like deteriorate your inner qualities. It's not, ultimately, it's not that great. But of course, no, everybody kind of, it does not mean don't enjoy. Please don't misunderstand. It does not mean don't enjoy. Don't enjoy. But ultimately, it's not beneficial. If we are not careful, so that praise may lead to some sort of like unethical behavior down the road. Something to be mindful. Okay. Therefore, now the root text. Therefore, Shantideva, chapter number 6, root text. Teach means therefore. Dagi tesonis. Shichi kanda nyen neba teda dani ngesundu tunga suji shukmin nams. Ya lamula, please can you stanza.
Okay, I'm reading verse 99. Therefore, are not those who are closely involved in destroying my praise and the like also involved in protecting me from falling into the unfortunate realms?
Our ultimate dream or goal, Sanjay Kumpatis, enlightenment, that should be the ultimate goal. In life, fully enlightenment, that should be the ultimate goal or dream. We should not get angry with enemies. Indirectly, what enemy is doing, not intentionally, what do you call, sometimes you call unintended consequences, unintended benefit from the enemy side, unintended benefit. That's what I should say. What we should say, what I should say. Unintended benefit from the enemies. That's the reason why we should get angry towards enemies. So you get unintended benefit from your enemies. What they are doing is like they are like removing all the obstacles for you to achieve fully enlightenment. Yeah, that's true. Dani dunga jugdela sanje chin ni chinlap shinche. Midung kong go para ni juruba tedala ni tela dani chedatos. Dini sunam kecheje tela nga chowa rigminde suyung katub yumina tela dani minne sams. Yeah, the true stanza lamla.
Verse 101. They, like Buddha's very blessing, bar my way, determined as I am to plunge myself in suffering. How could I be angry with them? Verse 102. We should not be angry, saying they are obstacles to virtue. Patience is the peerless austerity, and is this not my chosen path?
That's the commentary. Dawe rangi nyamne la keche besa. Ngala kongdo langi yeche sambala junzi chiye mesa. Dawe rangi nyamne la keche besa. Ngala kongdo langi yeche sambala junzi chiye mesa. Ngala kongdo langi yeche. Sambala junzi chiye mesa. Kalde nganzu tuyungusu chö nyamsu len doba ina soba le kechewe nyamnishi mes. Kalde nganzu soba mena nganzu rani nyamle bashi yinbe namba tuyumutus. Oh, so now you are probably thinking, probably like self-talking or maybe thinking, or enemy kind of disrupt my practice. Maybe that's you are probably just saying, I'm saying you are, could be anybody. Enemy is like disrupting my practice. Therefore, I get angry. So, Sambala, with that kind of thinking, there's no benefit. There's no much benefit. There's not much reason or benefit. Kaldesa, if if we are seriously practicing Dharma, Sobale Kechewe Nyamnishi means if we are seriously embracing practice of Buddha Dharma or practice of spiritualities, so there is no greater practice than patience. There's no greater practice than patience. Sobale Kechewe Nyamnishi means there is no greater practice than patience, practicing patience. There's no greater practice than practicing patience. Oh, halde nganju soba menasa. If we don't practice, if we don't have patience, nganju rani nyamle bashi you can manifest yourself as a practitioner because you don't have patience. Very true. Nganju rangi dawo chebe tsewa le tsewe lela masoba kondolana. So if we are getting angry because the actions the produced by enemies, if you are kind of get angry, Rani ni geve less obe, Rani ni geve less obe gajin to Julius. For you, that anger kind of interrupt you to create, you to do something positive. Or another way you could say creating merit. Jushi meba kaya yumisi so. Without cause, as I mentioned before, people say, oh, just happened. There's nothing just happened. Everything happened based on causes and conditions. There's nothing just happened. That's what we say. That's our idea. In reality, nothing just happened like that. Do you remember? Another way to say nothing happened without cause. Everything's interdependent. Oh. Because of this and that happened like that. No, it's all relative. It's not. There's nothing independent. Everything's dependent. Without cause, there'll be nothing. Never me mebaina. Yeah, without enemy, how you're going to practice patience? That's a very important point. Any donations without enemy, how we are going to practice patience? My friend from online, how we practice patience without enemy? Without means like, without like somebody's like bothering you, annoying you, getting under your skin. There's all kinds of words that we use. Like, very irritating. Like what other way to say like pest? What is pest? How is it? Pest. Yeah, being a pest. There are all kinds of ways that we say. All kinds. There's so many different ways. There's not that many words in Tibetan. There's only, I think only one. Not many words like. Yeah, without enemy, how you're going to practice patience? If you realize, if you first know, second understand, then finally realize the practice of patience is so important to protect my peace of mind. So now the question is how you practice patience. Talking about practice patience, that's probably not really practicing patience. Writing patience, that's probably not really practicing patience. So what's how you practice patience? This question boils down on that. What's your answer? Oh, nganzu de never mimena sevenyamne chatam chungtam. It's impossible. The practice of patience will take place if there's nobody bothering you. So no, we don't have to believe. We just need to analyze. Is that true? Is that true? If it's true, accept. If it's not true, then you don't need to accept. No. Tinde minnamni teba chimbi lamchi. Tinde minnamni teba chimbi lamchi shisa chulbi. Swebe nyamne la gaje yimba chita shetus. Teba chimbi lamchi shisa chulbi. Swebe nyamne la gaje yimba chita shetus. Someone who is practicing Maya path. So clearly knows that without like the patient, Bodhisattva did, same guide to Bodhisattva way of life, Bodhisattva did same thing, synonym, same thing. Bodhisattva did. What is the Bodhisattva did? 6 perfections, 6 paramita in Sanskrit. Third one is patience. It's a part of the 6 perfections. As part of the Bodhisattva did. That's what you practice when you enter into Maya path. So you practice 6 perfections. The patience is one of them. Nganzu tangbo shik rangi jimbe nyamne jin gajin yimba josidam sa. So there's another question rise. If you say, in the beginning you are saying, why you get angry? Oh, because that person is like disrupting my practice. That's why I get angry. So the same question that rises in the later on, will you say the beggar on the street is disrupting my practice of generosity? Will you say that beggar, I kind of like beggar are the disrupting my practice of generosity? It doesn't make sense, right? So same thing. This question arises, will you say receiver is like disrupting my practice of generosity? Without receiver, how you can give? There's no object to give. Will that receiver become obstacle for your practice of generosity? Same thing. Enemy, how come that enemy become as an obstacle for your practice? When you think of a practice, the practice of patience is, there's no practice within the practice like patience. There's no greater practice than practicing patience. So now you are saying that enemy is like disrupting, becoming an obstacle for my practice. What do you mean my practice? What kind of practice do you refer to? If you are entering the Maya path, so then probably you are referring to Bodhisattva did. So that, on the 6th professional. There are many reasons why we should be more generous, why we should engage into practice of generosity. There's many reasons. Zamling di rus nyamda kings me. Zamling di me nyamda kings. Yeah, so the world is filled with underprivileged people. Yeah, so if you're grown up in India, so you know what I'm talking about. Here no, it's not that obvious, but India, so you see, same thing like Tibet, all over the place. So, nyamda ke tele do desa, nganju kondo lande, nganju sebe nyamle, sebe la nyamze lunge, shindu nyu shinzo. Compared to that, in the world, there are so many underprivileged people. compared to that, so enemy is very, number wise is very little, very small enemy. Ngazo control ane ngazo soba nyame soba la nyamche lenge shinu mimi ya. So there's very few number that test your patience. Habardo ngazo shela tsewa machina tenda shindu kumbus. If you are not bothering somebody else, more likely people will leave you alone. They are not going to bother you. Therefore, nganzu dawo kumba tedala tedi nganzu kadin shegus. That's kind of hard thing to do. So number-wise, compared to underprivileged people, they are the object of the receiver of your generosity. So compared to that person who is bothering you, that number is very little. It's not that many. So, meaning for practicing generosity is relatively easier than patience. So therefore, 6 professions begin with the generosity. It doesn't begin with the patience. It doesn't begin with ethics. It begins with the generosity. So there's more object, to practice. The patient, there's number 3. So enemy is not that in great number, but there are few number, but not great number. When you encounter enemies, that's not hard thing to do. So need to remember kindness, their kindness. That's very hard thing to do. Practically, that's very hard thing to do. Some other mindfulness text, seeing them as the best teacher, very hard thing to do. Very hard thing to do. It is possible, but it's very hard thing to do. According to Geshe Langri Thabas, 8 verses, thought transformation, stanza number 3. Cholam kundu ranjulas. Throughout all our conduct, talking, eat, moving around, thinking, throughout all our conduct, ranjulas need to watch our mind very carefully. Watch our mind very carefully. Throughout all our conduct, need to look at the mind very closely, very carefully. The moment disturbance to rise, the moment disturbance to rise, dakshin, you, not just only them, there's ignorance, there's not wisdom. Dark, it begins with you. Of course, because disturbance thoughts is rising here, not on the prayer well, rising here. First, you are going to be disturbed. Second, then somebody else is going to get disturbed. First, then you get disturbed. Dashi marung. Unsettle. Makes you unsettle. Yeah, makes you uneasy. First, it makes you uneasy. It makes you difficult. So then maybe somebody else makes, it makes you first makes you uncomfortable. Then after that somebody else get uncomfortable. That's the reason. Not because I'm Buddhist or I'm like a spiritual practitioner. Not because of that. That is the reason, because it's disturb you. Disturb your mind so that you don't have peace of mind. You don't have mental happiness. So that's the primary reason. There must be the primary, that has to be the primary reason. Daje malu chebena, send up the double shows. It's not good for you. First, it's not good for your friend. When you get angry, your friend is like, it makes them uncomfortable because you are angry. Daje malu send up the door. Send up means with all power, make sure you don't give any opportunities, any chance for disturbing thoughts to rise. Oh, that requires many thinking, not easy. That requires many thinking, not easy. So it's doable, but it's not that piece of cake. It requires a lot of thinking. That's much shows. May at the moment, may not able to see. Oh, enemy is like so kind. Maybe we are far away from that. Or seeing the enemy is like one of my best teachers. Not yet. It's just like it's far, far away. What you can do at the moment, you can do that according to Geshe Lamrim Tapa 8 verses thought transformation. Like sentence number 3. Then how the disturbing thought rise? How? I don't understand. Like why? How? If I ask myself, do I like disturbing thought? I will say, no, I don't like disturbing thought. Nobody likes disturbing thought. Why disturbing thought rise? Then why? Then why disturbing thought rise? Oh, important questions, very important questions. Has to be answered, needs to be answered. So the answer is given by Indian master Basubandhu. Text is called like Abhidhamma Kosha, Treasury of Knowledge, I think chapter number 5, there. Taje Pangba Mahintans. First, they begin like this. Taje Pangba Mahintans. I am not free from disturbing thought. Yeah, I have tendency to get jealousy, get angry, get irritated. That's the fact. You have to admit that you have to accept that you are not free from disturbing thought. That's the first thing. Now your question is like, I don't like disturbing thought. I totally understand what Geshe just read, what Master Shantideva said. I totally understand. Understand pretty good, but need to realize. It needs to go a little bit deeper. That just mere understanding is not going to do anything good. That doesn't do much good. Need to go a little bit deeper. That's the first thing. So now why disturbing thoughts rise? Why I get angry? Why I get jealousy? Why these thoughts rise? I even don't like them. Why they rise? Oh, very important question. Basubandhu answered their questions. The very beginning, you are not free. I'm not free from disturbing. I have tendency to get angry. All of that. That's the fact. Need to accept, admit. So now the object is close by. Could be friend, could be neighbors, could be politics, could be anybody, could be anything. Anything. It's not like 1,000 miles away. It's close by. That brings doing something that you don't like. Saying something you don't like, physically doing something you don't like. There's many things. So then what we do, we project, we superimpose, we project. Maybe there's 1%, maybe 99% you project. So that now complete the causes for disturbing thought to rise. So that's why disturbing thought rise. That's how disturbing thought rise. That's why disturbing thought rise. So therefore, we need to be more mindful about your peace of mind. Not for Buddhism. Buddhism don't need help. For sake of your peace of mind, that's all. Sake of your peace of mind. Mental happiness. For that sake, need to be more mindful. Need to learn, make better choice. My mental happiness, my peace of mind, or screaming. Which one you choose? If you choose screaming, shouting, you lose your peace of mind. You lose your mental happiness. This is your choice, the choice that you made. So now Shantideva was saying, this is not the only choice. There's another choice that you can make. 바수반도 자제방만 많이다 윤인이와 아니면 수지만 이런 이모준의 상황이었어. That's that. Yes. Now the question been answered. The important question been answered. Why then disturbance to rise? That's why disturbance to rise. So then another question, you could perhaps say another question. Oh, it's so hard to practice patience. It's so hard. Yeah, it is. I don't blame you. It's not easy. It's hard for everyone. So now what should I do? According to some other great master, what is called like you should not feel that you have no choice. You always have choice. You do. If you say, I don't, probably not true. Maybe you say, but it's not true. You always have choice. Either there's like one of the mind training texts, so I don't remember, could be 7 point or sun up on sunlight or something, I don't remember one of them. There's two different statements, like same meaning, but different like way of saying, but it boils down to the same meaning. The first one, so now the disturbing thoughts all rise. It could get out of control. There is potential, it could get out of control. But you have choice. Still you have choice. In the very beginning you have choice, but you kind of like choose different mechanisms, so then disturbing thought rise. Not knowing if you're being mindful, I'm not free from my disturbing thought. Now object is close by. Somebody doing something that I don't like. So now choose that or your peace of mind, your mental happiness. Which one you choose? You have choice. So now, that disturbing thought all rise because all the conditions complete. That's why it all rise. It rise. So now, that disturbing thought could get out of control. So now you still have choice. So now, avoiding object, if that's possible, avoiding object. So here, you say, we are taking break. So good. It's like Lojong practice, taking break. I think that he need break, I need some break to think, to process everything. That's good. That's the way to do. If you avoid the object, so disturbing thought will not get out of control. It will get weaker, deteriorate, will get weaker. So that method is, if you use that method, you may become more, you may succeed in that practice than sticking with the object, then trying to practice antidote. That's very hard. That's another one statement. Instead of like practicing antidote, it's better for you, it's better, avoid the object, it's better than practicing antidote, like in this case, like patience. It's too hard. So avoiding object. This all makes sense. We have like so many help, but we don't utilize them. There's a whole package that leads the whole package up for enlightenment, liberation. It's already there, but We don't use them properly. We don't use them seriously. So therefore, there's not much result. If we use them very seriously, there'll be a result. Yeah, results are very much based on cost. Result that if you put some effort, there'll be some result. Putting effort, there'll be zero result is impossible. There'll be some result. If you put some effort with mindfulness, there will be some result. So these are the two different statements, boils down to the same meaning. Meaning, instead of thinking of telling patients, thinking to patient, better to avoid object. So that will be probably better method. Yeah, then they says the yeah, so nganzu dawo kumbo tela teju konzo kadin shegos. So when you encounter the enemy, so that you need to remember their kindness. That's not easy things to do. That's very hard things to do. And but this is not only things. Before that, you can do many things, as I mentioned. So you can use all this technique. But seeing enemy as one of your best teachers, like more kindest person on this planet, these are all not easy at all. Not easy. But it's possible, not easy, but to reach there step by step. No, yeah. So then they says maybe now stop here. So so to make you happy, we only have like 3 pages to go. 3 pages, then we finish the patient. Finally, finish 3 more pages. Maybe 1 more class Wednesday, so then patients are done. So then we don't need patient now. Yeah. Because Shantideva and His Holiness Dalai Lama give us all patience, so we don't need no. Yeah.
Please turn to page 235 through 236, and we'll recite stanzas 1 through 5. Gewadi nu du da lama sangye du gyurne doma jikya malupa devi sala Gerpasho Janchup Sencho
Remboche, Maje, Banam Chijone,
Kewanyamba
Chewanyamba,
Mepaya
Kone
Kone
Kondo
Mewa
Mewa,
Sho Jampa
Pawe
Pawe
Chitara
Chita
Chempada,
Kempada
Kundo
Kudu
Sambo
Sampo Deyan
Deyantish,
Dejinte Dedan
Kunji
Kunji
Jesu
Jesu
Dalush,
Daroche Gewa
Gewandi,
Dida Tanche Rabtungo Dusun Shepe Gewa
Jawa Tamji,
Tanche
Ngowa
Ngowa
Kangla
Gala
Chodu
Chodu
Ngam,
Ngapade
Dashin
Dashe
Gewe
Gewe
Tawa
Tawa Di
Dikun,
Kunkyang
Sambo
Sampo Chuchu
Chichiran,
Rabtungo Wargi Dagi Jine Sape Gewa Di
Gewandi
Tendan
Tendan
Dowa
Dowa
Kunla
Kunla,
Gampedan Chepa
Cheparan
Jetsun
Jesu
Losang
Lobsang,
Dapai
Tempe
Tempe Nimpo
Nimbo.
Rindu Selje Sho. Now, page 244 for the long life prayer for His Holiness. Ganrira we korwe shingamde, pendande wa malu jungwe ne, chenri zigwan tenzin gyatsoi, shabe si Te Pao Du Thank You Chi. And then 245, the long life prayer for Sarah J. Cancer Rinpoche Jason Los Andalet. Jonu Ia Nala
Ongjo tu awatari tsemba rapseba lobsang gyawe dendon
Le Belcho.
shakse
Thank
jinjo
you,
lama
Lama Sowa Dev. Then prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, fearless teacher and assembly. Oh, so on the back of the gold parapet. Fearless teacher and assembly of the children of victorious ones, Travakas and Prateka Buddhists, victorious Losang Father and Sons, long the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now, holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, for the armor of patience that is never discouraged, incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly depart to peace. What a great loss! Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of victorious ones, may the smile of a new reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then Tara mantras for Geshe and Geshe samples. Long, happy, healthy lives. Om Taritu Re Soha. 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 Om Taritu Re Soha.
Well, thank you. Good night. Thank you. Good night. See you next Wednesday. Yeah.